Good day, friends. Welcome to yet another edition of Konexio Corporate Explorer. Today, we are in Chennai in the office of a company which is SME bound. The name of the company, as you can read behind me, is Sattva Engineering Construction Limited. It's a company from the ever-growing and most in-demand sector, that is water, which combines fresh water supply and also sewage water treatment, something which is the need of the hour. We will later through the show meet the promoters of the company, take you around some of the sites that the company has completed and is operating on a O&M basis, and discuss the start of this company and how the two promoters came together to start Sattva Engineering. So good day, friends. We are in the office of Sattva Engineering Construction Limited. I have with me the two founder promoters of the company, Mr. Sheshadri and Mr. Shekhar. Both of them are with me. Let's start with them. The first question. Sir, how did you start this company? How did you meet? And what was it that led to Sattva?
Yes. Hello, sir. Good morning. We both are basically civil engineers. So, we were working in Vizag steel plant in the years way back 85.
Okay.
So, when I was employed in Vizag steel plant, the company Hindustan Dara Liver. So, in the latter 6 months, Mr. Sheshadri sir also came for an appointment over there. So, we met over there and we completed the project, and we came to know we are from the neighboring villages.
Okay.
About 6 kilometers away.
Start working.
So we became thick friends. Already we are friends because of the nearby villages. We became thick friends. So then because of the situation, he left the job early, and later I left the company later. Then one day we happened to meet in the place called Tinagar. Then we discussed what will we do on our own, because we both were dreaming we should also do a project like this, as we were working in a project called wastewater treatment plant. So that became an ambition and dream for us. So like that we started on doing the job. And in year 2005, the company was founded as a private limited by both of us with equal stakes. So from there on, so we are doing many number of projects involving waters, like water line distribution system, construction of overhead tank, underground tank, and augmentation of old UGT, bigger sizes. So to our noteworthy and credibility, we have done very big projects like 50 lakhs liters capacity overhead tank and 25 lakhs liters overhead tank. We had been doing the prestigious project called Viranam project. So about, I think that should be around 20 years back. So the package 1 was done by us and package 5 was also done by us. So we have done many number of projects to our credit, involving various sizes of projects, pipes, various specification, diameters, and the quality of pipes like RCC, like HTP, like CI, DI, many number of projects, like even underwater we did the projects. So a dream came true in the year 2019. We backed an order of 110 crores sewage treatment plant, 50 MLD in Chennai. So it is 100% on Sattva. It's an EPC model. We completed, handed over, O&M is over with gas generation. Okay. So from now on, I request my co-director, Mr. Sheshadri, to take up and continue the...
Sir, first, whatever he says, when we met, then we said, now, whatever we want to do, we want to achieve in a different way on technically. Not like others do, we should not do the same thing. We should prove a point that we should do it something different on technical subjects. That is the way we have started. And we have done a lot of prestigious projects on our own, where It is not anybody's cup of coffee which others can do it. There, we have been qualified, and then we have done World Bank funded projects for the Pallavaram water supply schemes. There, when you want to do World Bank funded projects, you require the minimum qualification criteria, and for doing the project, during the tenure of the project, you have to make so many parameters, we have to regulate track, you have to do it. And same way, we have done one, sir was saying, that the 50 lakhs liter capacity, with there something around 300 kilometers of pipeline has been done on that package, and various sizes of pipes. And there, it has been funded by ADB, Asian Development Bank. There, same way, it is little more harsh on the specifications part as in the quality part. You have to, and standards of maintaining the documentation like we do on ISI and all them, same way. See, ISO-certified, same way we have to do it. All those things has been done. And we were different in the market with, we have our own name established on maintaining the quality, time as the safety aspects. We are just maintaining it. And we have our own ethical value when we do the projects with Sattva as a brand in the market.
So if you remember, Chennai was a city which used to have drought as far as drinking water is concerned, and the center and the state put in a number of schemes where desalination of water, that is using water from the sea, which was purified to become potable, was introduced. And many of the schemes that the two promoters have spoken about are part of this project, where water is transported after being desalinated and distributed across the length and breadth of the city. Sir, within water, there are various activities that you would have to do. Could you enumerate some of the activities that you do, and what does that actually entail?
Yeah. See, we are into the 5 segments on water and water related. One is this water supply schemes, where we take the main pipeline and then do the construction of underground tank, construction of overhead tank, and then distribution line, pumping main, and then electromechanical instrumentations. And in these contracts, wherever these new contracts where comes, where we do the ADB funding, World Bank funding and all that, the SCADA system has been introduced, where with the day-to-day whatever the inlet and outlet parameters can be monitored by anywhere through this website link, which can be logged in and then seen. That is one thing. And coming to the second segment of the underground drainage systems, whatever water is being supplied to the any householders, it should come out by of sewage. Correct? There also we are there with that sewage underground drainage system. We collect that water by the pipelines. Now that means we execute the project for doing that. There will be a manholes. From the manholes, it comes to the pumping stations where we have section and screen wells. There will be an intermediate pumping stations also will be there. And finally, it will all be taken into the main pumping stations. Our job or scope of works is complete with that civil, mechanical, electrical instrumentation with the pumping, and up to that part it will be over. The third segment starts with the sewage treatment plant. Whatever this UGS underground drainage system is being done by us, from there it will be pumped into the nearest pumping station, there is nearest STPs, sewage treatment plant. And from there it starts with the inlet, and whatever the process should be done, it will be done with the sewage treatment plant. And added to this, whatever the project which you executed last, a 50 ml STP, it is with the biogas, and then power generation is it. With that power, we have to run the plant also. That's one which we are doing it. And out of the 10 years wind up, we have done 2 years wind up successfully, and balance 8 years it is there. And that sector also we are there in the And next one is the water treatment plant. In water treatment plant, you take the raw water from the lake or the river or something like that. Water will be get treated with the process, and from the process it will be led down to the distribution line, consists of water supply schemes. And finally, we are into the O&M, where whatever the plant which you do, like STPs or WTP and all that, there the contract itself prescribed says that we have to maintain it for 10 years. And that also we are there. And we are already doing an STP, and we are going to do the WTP also wind up. These are the 5 segments.
Sir, if I look at your business, your clientele,
Yes.
there is a client concentration risk. And the thought that comes to mind is that a lot of your work is done through state government, municipalities, corporations, etc. Is this the nature of activity, or is this something that happens by design?
Sir, it's a good question. See, water, the government has to take care of the civilians in the state. Water. So water is a main important material which has to be fed by the government to the all public.
Correct.
So government is the only sector which can spend for the public.
Correct.
So no private sector can spend except some water tanker here and all. So government is enumerating many projects through the funding agencies like AMRUT, JICA, Asian Development,
AMRUT.
Jal Jeevan, IUD, many schemes. In that, government, there is a grant from the central government and fund from that, agencies who are funding the project. Some portion is, spared by the state government. So the mission is that, so government is aiming 24/7 water for all the tenants, for all the tenements in the country. Especially in Tamil Nadu, the state is well advanced and many more projects and pipeline to come out. So government is spending huge money on this, like water line distribution system. The pipelines which are 25-30 years old are being rehabilitated now. So which are laid in those days -3 meter level. In those days, why it was at 3 meter level is because of the road level. In these days, road were kept on laid over and above. Now government has took a stand. No more laying the road over and above the laid road. They have to scrap it and take the same level so that the residential are safe and the pipelines are levels are maintained safe. So many even the sewage treatment plants in the country, rather in state, are being which are found inactive and inefficient, which are more than 25-30 years, are being rehabilitated or even dismantled and newly built. So still there are much more scope in the state or in the country across length and breadth to provide the water facility to the entire public. And we are specialists in doing such works. We have laid a pipe under the seawater, like creek in Chennai we did, a larger diameter of pipe of 900 diameter, 900 mm dia pipe, HT pipe, by the way of dredging and cutting. The bed level, from the bed level -6 meter we excavated and laid the pipe, which is serving the the industry for more than 4 years and no complaint as such. So we have every project is challenge, and we as Sattva is capable of handling any type of challenges or any local issue comes. So we always well connected, we move friendly to the local villages and get the job done. So we select the project also, where it is funded, where the margins are good, we select and quote the project. So we capitalize the government projects. Because government is spending money on, only government can spend money on this project. So we are behind government, and there is umpteen number of projects coming. Per annum not less than 25 to 30,000 crores project are floated by all the department, corporation, municipal administration, Quad Board, Chennai Metro Water, like that.
Mr. Seshadri, if I see your financials, we find that you have been a slow starter in the first 15 years, 16 years of your life. But in the last 3 years, you seem to have become super active. Is there something in particular that has happened that we find this big change? The orders executed, the revenues are now rising. Your margins seem to be doing much better. So could you give some sense?
Yeah. When we started our business, we were doing it as we required, to back the order, we required 2 parameters are there. One is the qualification criteria, another one is the financial criteria. For qualification criteria, we required ourselves to be done such job and taken the credit, and then only you'll be able to quote the job. We were doing multiple MNC jobs where we will do the subcontract for them and then get qualified ourselves after executing the project. Then we started bidding on our own directly to the departments. That's one of the change which you could be able to do the order booking also. Second thing, the financial criteria also, you required the capability for executing certain jobs, it was there. And after making the turnovers only, you'll be able to take many number of jobs when you do that.
Okay. So, what kind of margins do you earn? And is it fair to assume that the order book that you have, you would continue to earn similar margins going forward?
Sir, suffice that future orders, we are sure of making 8 to 11% of margin as a PAT in the projects and 16 to 18% of EBITDA on the projects. We are sure. We generally don't quote projects which are not, yielding us less than the percentage of profits I mentioned. Yes, sir.
And what would be an order book for you today?
So, sir, I would say 3 times the turnover we did, 3x rather I say, last year turnover we have.
Okay. Sir, water is a great opportunity because while discussing with you, I learned one simple thing, that whatever you supply will more than come back. It will get converted ultimately into sewage. To add to it, you have rainwater. So you have to handle more in terms of sewage than you supply as fresh water.
Yes.
To add to this opportunity is the fact that I saw a couple of your projects where you are giving back to the environment in terms of treating the water, reusing it, etc. Could you talk a little about these two aspects? How you are treating the water, eliminating effluent, and also generating power from the sewage that is actually collected by you.
Sure, sir. So it's very nice of you for this question. The sewage treatment plant which we have executed and being maintained by us for the past 2 years is of the capacity 50 MLD. So the 50 MLD is the peak flow. Right now we are getting an average of 35 to 40 MLD slowly. Now government, the Chennai Metro Water is, augmenting to provide the required quantity for our plant. So the business point, as you said, so we as a country, is treating only 30 to 35% of the sewer which is being generated daily. So it is way far we are to complete or, to get filled with that. Every, MLD being generated per day is treated and let. Okay, sir. So in my experience of 30 years, we can foresee this business will be lasting for more than another 25 to 30 years.
Forever.
Rather, as long as we live, this business will be there. So this model is, additionally added further by a TTRO plant, that means tertiary treatment plant. So the tertiary treatment plant from the effluent which is treated earlier, which itself is potable, again it is being demineralized, then remineralized, then it is sold to industries like ICF, Integral Coach Factory, and Kottupalli Yard, everywhere, where earlier the board was supplying the potable water. Now those waters are being diverted to the public. By that, the demand of fresh water is drastically brought down.
Right.
So this is the project coming up like anything in Tamil Nadu. Even the neighboring states are following this.
Correct.
Exactly. So slowly this will go for all the states in the country, and we have no fear on getting business.
So thank you, sir, for all the insights.
Yes, sir.
So friends, 3 very important things that Mr. Shekhar and Mr. Sheshardi told us. First, the opportunity is virtually endless. 2, the beginning has just started. We are processing less than 30% of the total waste. Imagine with the kind of opportunity reprocessing, we will be actually saving water. Water which is just going into the landfill, into the sea, will be treated and used to recharge our lakes. Water is a concern for everybody. And finally, the third thing that we are learning is it's not only the water that needs to be processed because we are not sure of the quality of water, but the waste, if treated properly, is as good as drinking water. So looking at all these opportunities, you can understand what this company is all about. It's small in size today, no doubt about it, but they have their proof of concept ready. They have done all the pioneering work. They have earned their credentials, if I could say, and going forward, they have a runway ahead of them to do as much and build up from where they are. So we are now joined by the whole-time director and CFO, Ms. Sujata. So let's take some financial questions from her and understand the business on a financial front. So Sujata ma'am, welcome.
Yeah.
Just want to understand what were your margins at EBITDA and PAT level for FY25?
For FY25, we had an EBITDA of 20.84% and our PAT is 9.64%.
So want to understand that there has been a substantial improvement in both the EBITDA margin and the PAT margin compared to FY24. Could you explain what factors led to this margin improvement?
Yeah, earlier we were doing some subletting models, and from subletting we shifted to a in-house model, and moreover we started bidding to all the projects what we have executed in the year 24-25 is directly to the government, and where we had good margins. So when we took a project which earns a good margin, so automatically our EBITDA goes up, and not only that, our turnover has also increased from FY24 to 25. Around 30% there was an increase in revenue. So which all these parameters added and which gave you a good margin. And we think that these are all the main parameters, and we feel like.
Sujata man, if I understand you correctly, the fact that you had higher revenues, the fact that there was a change in order mix, and the fact that you stopped doing subletting of some part of your contract has led to this. Going forward, I know asking you for your margins for the next year, you are not allowed to speak. But if you could direct me or guide me on two fronts. One, you have an order book as mentioned by your promoters earlier, which is roughly 3x of your last year's revenues.
Yes.
Considering that you have to do this in 18 to 24 months by and large, you will have higher revenues than what you achieved in 25. And this would be done on a similar basis where subletting is not going to happen. So if I could coax you into giving us a number for margin on whether what you have achieved will happen again, it is sustainable, it is achievable, because investors want to know more and more. So if you could give us some idea.
Yeah, based on the order book positions, what we promoters have said earlier, and to the time slab given for the delivery, and we are very hopeful that we can achieve the turnover, the given turnover, a better turnover what we did in the last year, and based on our track record and performance also, I so believe that we can do it in a better way. And our margins will also there is a certain possibility of increase in margins also. It will also get increased naturally. And the same thing, in the same model only we are operating now.
Okay. So, thanks Sujata ma'am for giving us the insight and a very important comforting statement that margins are sustainable, looking at the order book, looking at the kind of contracts that are on hand, and the fact that your size and scale of business is improving. Friends, with that we will now move to the site to see some of the projects that Sattva has executed, are under execution, and also see the sewage water treatment plant where they mentioned about generating biogas from the sludge that they get and running the plant and making our environment that much more beautiful. Good day friends, we are here in Chennai on the outskirts at OMR where we are watching the site of Sattva Engineering Construction Limited, a company which is going with its IPO on the SME exchange. I have with me the two founder directors of the company, Mr. Shekhar on my left and Mr. Sheshadri on my right. We will want to understand from them what is this massive project behind us where we are standing. So let me ask Mr. Shekhar, sir, what is it that you are doing here?
Sir, this area is called, as you said, Kannagi Nagar. So its project is for laying up 16,000 numbers water tank for the tenements living here through a pipeline laid for about 18 kilometers, which varies from various diameters, and followed by the construction of underground tank of 28 lakhs liters capacity and 38 liters capacity over a tank. So I would request Mr. Sheshadri sir to continue from here.
See, these are all the tenements which has been brought from the outskirts and then inside the city and then brought it here. They don't have water supply, regular water supply was not there. With this scheme, no, it's something around 55 crores, which we are been allotted by the Chennai Metro Water.
Okay.
Metro Water and Sewage Board, which controls the complete Chennai water supply schemes. And from them we got this job. And here we are doing an underground tank. It's called twin tanks, where no, you have the underground tank and over that it's over tank is here. And constructed, and then with the taken the pipeline, from here it goes to the each dwelling unit. We keep one syntax tank, that's of 300 liter capacity, and from there it will be tap will be given to the kitchen, each kitchen one tap point. It will be of 24/7 for the water to the tenements.
So friends, what is interesting to note, Chennai has been a city which has always been deficient in water. To supplement drinking water for its citizens, the government launched desalination plants across the city, and one such desalination plant is supplying the water that would be required in this particular project. So as Mr. Sheshadri mentioned, 28 lakh liter capacity is the ground or underground water reservoir. 38 lakh liter capacity is the overhead tank that is there. These two combined will service 15,000 living quarters or dwellings, as you call it, with each person being given a dedicated 300 liter syntax tank. If you will see, there are in the buildings behind us some white tanks that have come up, which have been installed, but water supply is yet to be commissioned. That's for it from now. We'll show you some more projects as we go forward. Friends, we are here today at the KK Nagar plant, STP plant in Chennai, where I have the founder promoters and the team which runs the plant. So let us understand, first of all, what is the object of this plant, what are they supposed to achieve after running this plant, and how do they get paid by maintaining this plant. Sir.
Yes, sir. Sir, this plant of 50 mld capacity is for treating the sewage. It's a generator in and around this area. So this is the place where we are generating biogas also. So the inlet is, right now we are getting 30 to 35 mld per day. Okay, sir. So inlet parameter is, the BOD is 195 and all we are getting today's scenario. That expected outlet parameter should be less than 10, which you are getting around 7 in today's situation. So the total suspended, the chemical oxygen demand, and we call it as a COD, is we are getting around 365 and odd today. In the outlet parameter should be less than 50, which you are getting around 35 and odd in today's situation. So by that way, these reports are being generated and sent to the pollution control board. They are the controlling authority of this plant. For that matter, in under all the plants maintained by the Chennai Metro Water. So this has to be maintained come what may be. So we are having our in-house lab here. So where we are checking every day the quality of the inlet parameter and outlet parameter, it is recorded. Moreover, the inlet quality and the quantity, outlet quality and quantity is being monitored by the SCADA system, which is inherently provided in this. So we bought from the Siemens, which are number 1 in the world, we are doing it. So to say, that is the inlet, and there are 4 screens which is called a mechanical and manual. And the manual core screen, pine screen, mechanical core screen, pine screen. Then it comes to the detriter. From the detriter, the grids are being sent out by a screw conveyor here. Okay. And then it goes to the collection and the distribution chamber. Then it goes to the primary clarifier. From the clarifier, all the sludges are being sent through pipe, which are generated in the plant or run through a pipe, through a thickener here, and then to digester here. Gas digester, we have 2 numbers. There, this sludge is being fermented, by which we are getting the gas, which is methane. There is a parameter of 60. 60 is the parameter. Then the generated gas goes to the gas holding tank. From that holding tank, it is sent to the scrubber, where the gas will have a lot of H2S. The H2S will be eaten up by some urea we are putting in this. The H2S will be, eaten by the urea. Then the gas go to the gas engine. So we have installed the gas engine. Gas engine rendered, bought from the German company. I think Green Power. We bought from that. That converts the gas to the energy. In today's situation, we are getting 70 m³ of gas through the sludge we are getting. Around 2100 m³. 200 meter cube per hour. Okay. Capacity we are getting. And by that power, we are operating the plant. Okay. So our contract says we have to generate power from the plant through the sludges being taken inside, then run the plant. If we are supposed to buy power from the TNEB through the shortfall of the gas generator in the plant, then the cost will be on us. So we will have to pay, the money will be recovered. The revenue being generated in this process is the client will pay us the fixed cost. Fixed cost means all the workers, laborers, engineers and chemists are paid by them. There are, I think, 30 to 35 numbers are in the contract which we have to provide. We are anyway maintaining it. Then the variable cost is there. The variable cost, it means that polysulfide, chlorine, all chemicals for that matter, that is paid to us per MLD per day. Supposing my rate is 10 rupees, they will calculate 30 MLD and pay this.
Correct.
So that is our revenue here. So the finally, the treated from the clarifier, this water will go to the aeration tank, SBR tank, where we have the decanter. It is imported machine. We have 4 compartments here. All the processes are being done there. Then it will be treated. Then it goes to the chlorination tank where the water treated is chlorinated. There is a chlorine dosage unit point. Okay. So finally, when it is checked that it is coming around less than 10 BOD and COD less than 50, it is being sent to the place where client is directing us. Currently, it is being sent to the Porur Lake where the water is being blended to keep the surrounding area saturated and keep the water level always up.
Thank you very much for that.
Yes.
Friends, it's very, very important to note two things. One, they are treating the water. I am standing along with this entire team on a place where we have sewage water flowing all around us and none of us are making faces. The fact that we are not making faces means there is no stench, there is no smell, and that is proof of what has already happened to this sewage water as it is getting treated. The second thing that I want to tell you is that they are able to generate from this sludge, which in turn is used to make biogas. This biogas is helpful in running this plant and making it more cost efficient. We will also show you how this biogas is operating subsequently. What you hear in the background is the sound that is being made by the biogas engine, which is running the entire plant of this STP. What you see in front of you, the water, is the aeration of the water that is happening. Aeration is a process by which oxygen is fed into the water from below and bacteria which is alive in this is allowed to live and eat up all the foreign particles which is present in the STP water. Once this process is completed, the water is discharged to the chlorine tank where chlorine is added to the water. It gets clear as good as the normal drinking water that you would get from your tap, and then it is discharged into a lake nearby to recharge the water level. Sir, have I got it right?
You are right, always. No, see, this is all something around 7.5 lakhs capacity tanks. And like this, no, there are 4 compartments there. We will do 36 revolutions in every hour, every day. We will do this. Like that, alternatively, we will do this, all the 4 aeration tanks.
Okay. So this is the process which they call STP, and this is a money generating exercise for the company. They make money. This is recycling of water. This is conserving water levels, and this is the way forward how environment is being looked after today by City Municipal Corporate.
Yes.
With that, ladies and gentlemen, we come to the end of our visit today in Chennai to the facility of Sattva Engineering Construction Limited. Let's understand, this is a company which is into various activities of water, whether it be fresh water, whether it be sewage treatment or allied services. The point I would like you to take home with you at the end is the excellent greenery that we have seen in this plant, which is creating waste, city sewage into fresh water which can be used to recharge our lake and raise the level of water. Also look around you, the greenery, and remember one cardinal principle, that Mother Earth does not believe in there being dirt around it. This place is clean, it doesn't have any smell, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of this episode from Konexio Corporate Explorer. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, please click on the icon button at the end.